Every freaking game, there's a double-digit blown lead, and there's a reason why I'm wearing a Leeds United jersey. As soon as we went down 1 point, the Leeds United jersey came on. Because if you guys know anything about Leeds United, Leeds are falling apart again. Well, right now, Fever are falling apart again. That is just seems to be a given. 3 of the last 4 games, they have blown double-digit leads. Double-digit fourth quarter leads because they stopped doing what got them the double-digit third or fourth quarter lead. They were up 8 points they were up 10 points with 1 second to go in the third quarter, and they somehow lose by 10. They were up 13 points against the Valkyries with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter and lose by 11. Twice in the last 4 games, they've lost by double digits. They've lost the last 4 fourth quarters by 9 or more points. The last 4. Even the last game they won, they were up 18 points going into the fourth quarter. And the other team got it back. The Storm got it back to 8. Even when they won, they lose the fourth quarter by 10 points. What is going on? What is going on? It's the definition of insanity. It's the same thing every single third and fourth quarter. They get the lead, they slow it down, they lose the lead, they lose the game. It's the same thing every single game. It's the same. We lose every game the same way. I have predicted 13 of 15 games wrong for the Fever. Every time I think the Fever are going to win, they lose. Every time I think the Fever are going to lose, they win. I have predicted 13 of 15 games wrong this year. The Fever are 7-8. Based on my predictions, they should be 8-7. People are saying I'm too negative. In my predictions, the Fever are doing better than they are. I have predicted 13 games wrong. They lose every single game the same way. Every game is the loss in the exact same way. When Caitlin Clark does not play, Aaliyah Boston is non-existent. She is non-existent. 4 of 13 when Caitlin Clark does not play. Aaliyah Boston is not a back-to-the-basket big. I don't know why people keep thinking that. She's a face-up and pick-and-roll big. Nobody runs the pick-and-roll. Obviously, they collapse down the stretch. They collapsed in the stretch with Lexi Hull being a -17. Lexi just didn't have her greatest game. Natasha Howard plays basketball. She plays basketball like a 10-year-old playing My Career on a Post score, where every time they get the ball, they get their controller and they just hold the square button and they get and they end up doing whatever random animation 2K thinks it wants you to do. They just start doing random animations. That is literally how Natasha Howard plays basketball. Sometimes 2K gives you the correct animations and you just go ham. And sometimes you get all the wrong animations and you do some dumb shit every time you touch the ball. Kelsey Mitchell was hitting crazy shots. She was not taking good shots. She was just making crazy shots. And down the stretch, she started missing because she was taking dumb shots. The offense does not generate high-quality looks. The only player that can leave that game with her head held high is Ari McDonald, because she at least injected speed into that game. Sid Coulson was not great. She wasn't that bad. Bree Turner cannot play basketball. I mean this. Bree Turner cannot play basketball. Whoever told Michaela Timpson to face guard Mercedes Russell, whichever coach told her to face guard Mercedes Russell needs to be fired. Like, it wasn't even like the Sparks were good. The Sparks were garbage till the fourth quarter. They were absolutely garbage. Kelsey Plum was garbage till the fourth quarter. Dearica Hamby was garbage till the fourth quarter. Rickea Jackson was garbage till the fourth quarter. Azare was okay until the fourth quarter. They were garbage. Mercedes Russell. They employ Mercedes Russell. They were playing Emma Cannon in the fourth quarter. We were losing to a lineup with Shea Petty. This isn't like a fourth quarter comeback where we lost to Aja Wilson. Or a fourth quarter comeback where it's Nneka and Gabby Williams. Shea Petty was on the floor. Shea Petty. And if you guys don't know who Shea Petty is, most people watching this game don't know who she is. She was a hardship player who, until 2 games ago, was sharing hardship minutes with Grace Berger. Shea Petty. Leah 2 King was a 3rd round pick playing 10 minutes. Mercedes Russell is, she must legitimately have, her agent needs to be, like, you need to employ her. Every player in the WNBA needs to employ Mercedes Russell's agent. She is getting a max contract averaging 1 point per game. Every single player needs to play for her agent. Aaliyah Boston is a really good player, but she is the 1B to Caitlin Clark's 1A. She is the 1B to Caitlin's 1A. She's shooting like 70% from the field when Caitlin Clark plays, and she shoots like 40% from the field when Caitlin Clark doesn't play. She shoots like 40. DeWanna Bonner, $5. I bet you guys miss me. See why I didn't want to play now. DeWanna Bonner with $5. And considering the fact that DeWanna Bonner is clapping back, the fact that DeWanna Bonner is clapping back on everyone on Instagram, blocking everyone who calls her a quitter, DMing YouTubers, like, I wouldn't be that surprised if that's the real DeWanna Bonner. If that's the real DeWanna Bonner in chat. But this is pathetic. This is pathetic, and this starts and ends with the coaching. This starts and ends with the coaching. When your team has an inability to create an open shot for anyone when Caitlin Clark is off the floor. This team did not create open shots. They were just lucky that the Storm or the Sparks through 3 quarters were worse. They were lucky the Sparks were garbage through 3 quarters. They were so lucky the Sparks were garbage through 3 quarters. Like, the Fever were bad through 3 quarters. They were bad. But at least they tried. There was effort there. And the difference is that effort can only get you so far when there is no ability to execute on anything. On anything. And that's with Caitlin Clark too. They have blown massive 4th quarter leads, 7 times this season? How many double-digit 4th quarter leads? How many times have the Fever lost the 4th quarter by double digits? The Liberty, they almost blew a 17-point lead to the Washington Mystics, and never forget that one. They did pull it off in the end, but they did blow a 17-point lead in that game. They couldn't close it against the Connecticut Sun. The Fever have won 1 close game this year. They've won 1 close game this year. And this is a team that was like, this is one of the clutchest teams a year ago. They brought in all of these older players. They brought in all these older players for experience. And they're unplayable in 4th quarters because they are so bad. They execute so badly in a stretch. They bring in all these players for experience winning, and they can't win a game. The Fever need a 20-point lead to be safe in a 4th quarter, and that's not even safe at this stage. It's ridiculous.